Alright, so thank you for tuning into this video. Today I'm doing a video on the demon action pets for MapleStory. Basically I'm going to go over like what they are, their purpose of having them, and how to evolve them. So right off the bat, the demon action pet is basically a pet that levels as you train, and the max level that I believe that it can get to is level 30. And the way you have to level it is by training. So you're gonna need to basically train for a while, possibly a couple hours. My best advice is to make sure you're doing this out of 2 times, or otherwise it's going to take a while. It took me roughly, I would say, maybe 3 to 4 hours to level it. So if that gives you a rough idea on how long it's going to take you to level it. The next thing you're going to need is a exhilarator. These things are basically dropped by elite bosses currently at the time of this video, which means that you're going to have to hunt tons of elite bosses, and they're really rare apparently. I've only seen a few of them sold in the free market. So with that being said, you're either going to have to cough up mesos or wait a really long time for them to come down in price if they're not too expensive in your world that you're playing in. Currently I'm playing in Grazed, and the date of this video is the January the 3rd, 2017, and I'm going to be showing you basically how to evolve your action demon pet. Now I have 3 of these, but at the time of this video, Nexon messed up big time with the triple pet skill, and basically I can't finish my quest, so I can only show you me evolving one of them. So that being said, I've got here a action pet, and this is what it looks like. It's like a little blue fat guy, kind of like me, except I'm not blue. But anyways, it's a little fat little guy here, and he will only stand up in his full form, I think, until he evolves. When you're basically training, when you start attacking monsters that are within your level range, he will stand up in his demon form, and he will basically start wildly punching at the air and stuff. Anyways, I'm gonna get this exhilarator out of the storage that I have it in, and this right here is the exhilarator. Basically, what you're gonna want to do with this is you're gonna want to have one of these, and you can buy them in an FM, which is the free market, or you can try to hunt elite bosses and take an extremely long time trying to get one. They might be cheap in your world though, and this might be a problem for you. Alright, so what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to unequip your pet once it's level 30. I'll show you real quick. As you can see, mine here is already maxed level. It would be level 30 is what this pet is. And we're going to go ahead and unequip him from our equip. So if we go to our equipment tab right here, and we go to the pet, and this is the pet. Now this pet that I have is only for 120 days, which means that if you buy 3 of them, you might want to consider thinking about knowing that you're going to need water of life every 120 days, unless it's like a permanent one, which will be a real rare case if Nexon ever does that. Also, this pet, I forgot to mention, it does give a random buff, and I mean by random, I mean like a random buff while you are training. I don't know what it gives after it evolves, but currently while you're training it, it'll give you like a random buff of like, I've seen like plus 2% HP, plus 3% HP. I think plus 4% HP, plus 7 all stats, plus 150 weapon defense, and I think that's all I remember seeing. But it'll show a little buff. And also, I think if you get all 3 of them, you get a total of maybe plus 9 attack. And also, I forgot to mention there is a bat, a demon bat, which is in my cash shop. I forgot to take it out of the cash shop, but I can go in there real quick. Let me just go in the cash shop real quick, and hopefully I don't DC in the process of this real quick. I want to show you what this equipment looks like real quick. So hopefully my my recording software will show this. Okay, so as you can see here, this is a devil bat. It has a total of 10 available upgrade slots, and I believe you can use 3 of these. A total of 3 of these with each pet that each demon action pet that you have. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm gonna find out. Don't quote me on that. But I believe you can use 3 of these, and each pet can have these scrolled up to 10 times. Which, if you do like 1 weapon attack or 1 magic attack, it's a total of 30 like attack. But my biggest fear is if I scroll these, Nexon's going to come out with better scrolls, and yeah. So I'm not 100% sure if I want to scroll it just yet. Okay, so let me get out of the cash shop real quick, and then I'm going to evolve this pet for you. As I said, you're going to want to take it off your equipment slot. So open up your equipment slot, go to the pet tab, unequip the pet, the action demon pet, and this only works, I believe, for the action demon pets. I'm not 100% sure, unless it says it can use an exhilarator to evolve it into a demon pet. Then you might not want to get these. Okay, so we're going to unequip the pet. There we go. Now we're going to open up our use slot, and we're going to open up one of these exhilarators, and we're going to pick the pet here, and we're going to click evolve, and I'm going to show you what happens. Okay, he's evolving into the next phase. So basically what we're doing here is, if I'm not mistaken, I think you need a total of like, I believe you need like a total. Let me close this one. This is the wrong one. It's actually this. I forgot which one it is. Yeah, it is this one. Okay. So let me see if I can get it equipped. There we go. So basically, what we have to do now is we have to, I think, evolve it again. And by this, I mean we actually have to level it again 30 times, I might add. So you may have leveled it once, but I believe you're going to need a total of like 30 of these exhilarators to evolve your pet. So if I'm not mistaken, if we go here, we have to level it again. So each exhilarator, you'll have to level it 30 times to evolve it again to its next form, which I believe increases the attack as well. So each one of your pets is going to possibly, I'm not 100% sure, is going to get, what is it, like 30 attack? Is that even possible? Would it be something like that? I don't even know. But it looks like we're going to have to evolve this pet again, which means I'm going to have to go back to training again. And I'm not going to do an updated video on that. But if you get my drift, you got 3 of them that you have to evolve to level 30. And you got to do it, I think, either 3 or 30 times. I'm not 100% sure. Okay, so it looks like the buff will not stack with themselves. I guess that means that it's not gonna, like, the buff's not gonna stack for each one, apparently, which that kind of sucks. No, I'm kind of confused on that whole part. But the cool thing is, I mean, you get like 5 magic attack and 5 attack with your demon pet, and it also gives a random buff as well, which is kind of cool. Now, I'm possibly gonna find out later that you don't have to evolve it again, but I'm pretty sure that this demon pet has to be leveled again to level 30 before it can be evolved again. I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. I will show you real quick before I end this video that he will look like this, right, like he is right now, until you actually start trading on monsters your level. So actually what I'm going to do is, instead of doing that, I'm going to go to my map real quick that I normally train on. So get ready for the lag in the video, because as soon as I start attacking, I'm going to get a lag spike from doing this. Okay, so I'm going to attack, and you'll watch who will stand up. And he will stay standing up as long as you're logged in for it, but when you go in the cash shop, he goes back into this form again. So anyways, we attack, and you see he's standing up now. And this, it got wings. So you're going to have to train, apparently, this pet 30 times, each one of them, if you keep them all. And I could be wrong, so don't quote me on that, but let's see if he's getting EXP. Yep, he's getting EXP. So apparently he's going to have to level again 30 times to evolve it again. So you're apparently going to need 30 exhilarators to evolve them, I believe 30 times. I'm hoping it's only 3 times, but I'll find out real soon. I'm trying to show you what they looks like when they level up. Should have leveled up by now. Anyways, it looks just like the normal pet level up skill. When they level up, I'm trying to see if there he goes. He leveled up. I'm trying to see if he will cast the buff on me real quick. So you can see the buff that he gives. It'll even give a little message when he casts a little buff on me. It might take a little bit of time, so feel free to fast forward through the video at any time you want. I figure while I'm doing this, I might as well farm a little bit of node stones. I might actually speed up the video if I have to. Alright, so I'm back, and I'm going to show you, my pet just gave me a buff, a random buff. I'm not sure what it is, but I'll show you real quick. I only got a minute to show you. So it gave me a buff skill from your action pet is strength plus 10. And you get a random one of these while you're training with your pet out. So that pretty much wraps up the action demon pet on how to evolve them and what their purpose are and whatnot. Now the real question is do you actually think they're worth getting or not? And I'll leave that up to you to decide, because it is your money and I won't tell you how to spend it. But personally, if you got the money every 120 days to bring them back to life, might actually be worth it. I'll do a follow-up video in a few months and give you my final thoughts on what I think if I ever evolve them to their final stage of level 30, I guess, and tell you what I think. Anyways, that is it. Thank you for watching. If you haven't become a subscriber to this YouTube channel yet, consider being a subscriber. Have any questions for me? Comments? Feedback? Feel free to leave it in the comments below. And as always, happy mapling.